What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So if you've spent any amount of time here on my channel, then I'm sure you have seen one of the many SoFi videos. And you might know that SoFi is my favorite banking platform and what I personally use for my bank. And while I highly recommend SoFi in all of those videos, I've had a ton of you leave comments asking what to do if you get denied from a SoFi Money account and why this happened. And after receiving way more comments on this topic than I ever thought I would, I thought it was time that we finally discuss this and get to the bottom of this issue. So if you were denied from a SoFi Money account or maybe some other mobile bank and you're not sure why, then today I want to do some digging and figure out what exactly the most common reasons are for being denied from SoFi, and more importantly, talk about what you can do to fix those things so that you can get this fantastic financial tool on your side. All right, let's jump right into it. So like I said, I'm specifically going to be talking about SoFi Money in this video. However, I have received comments with similar questions on other platforms. So while these tips will probably apply across the board for multiple platforms, if there is any other platform that you were denied from, then definitely let me know about that down in the comment section below, and I might make a video on that topic in the future. And if you haven't yet applied to SoFi, then as always, I would highly recommend that you at least check it out. And if you do want to sign up and get some free money in the process, then there is a link down in the description below where you can sign up and you'll help support my channel, which as always, I really appreciate so much. Okay, but maybe you went ahead and signed up and got denied, which is an absolute bummer. So why did this happen? And more importantly, what can we do to fix it? Well, I did some digging on SoFi's website, and surprisingly, there really isn't a whole lot of information on this topic. I was able to find one Q&A forum where they gave a few cookie cutter reasons as to why you may have been denied, but I have a feeling that none of these are going to apply to most of you. But just for the sake of being thorough, let's go through these 4 reasons that SoFi states as to why you may have been denied from a SoFi Money cash management account. First up, it says that SoFi Money cash management accounts are only available to US citizens that are 18 years or older with a physical address in the United States and a valid social security number. So I've received a few different questions on whether you can live somewhere else and still get a SoFi account, or maybe even not have a social security number at all, and based on what this is saying, it sounds like unfortunately that is not possible. The second reason given on this forum just talks about business accounts and how SoFi does not currently offer business accounts, so if that applies to you, then, well, there's your problem, but let's move on to the next point. So the third reason is that they may not have been able to complete what's called a soft credit pull due to a freeze on your credit report. Now, at the time of recording this video, I believe SoFi uses Experian, as it says on this forum, so if you think that this might be the issue, then as it says right here, you can just contact Experian and see if your credit report is frozen, and if it is, how you can get that removed. And similar to that point, the fourth and final reason that SoFi gives as to why you may have been denied from a SoFi Money account is that your FICO score, which is your credit score, might be too low. Now, this one might be a little bit surprising to some of you, and I can completely understand why, because you wouldn't really think that a credit score would have a whole lot to do with your eligibility for a bank account. But as I've talked about in previous videos, your credit score comes into play not just when applying for a loan, but can even affect your job applications, renters applications, and unfortunately can even affect your bank account applications. And that's why a good credit score is so important, not just when it comes time to apply for a loan, but in so many facets of your life. Now, they don't give a specific credit score or number or requirement for that matter as to what you need in order to get approved for a SoFi Money account, and I don't really want to speculate on this, but chances are if you know that you have a pretty low credit score and you were denied from a SoFi Money account, then more than likely that is probably the issue, and even if it isn't the problem, it's probably a good idea to start boosting your credit score anyways. Now, if you have no credit history at all, or maybe you have bad credit history, then I have made a few videos on my channel talking about how you can boost your credit score relatively quickly, so if you want some tips on that front, then definitely check out those videos. And the last thing I want to mention before moving away from this forum is it does say at the bottom of the screen, please keep in mind while you may not be eligible now, we encourage you to reapply for a SoFi Money cash management account in the future. And that's a very important point to note here, because I know it is extremely discouraging and frustrating that you were probably excited about this accounts and you were unfortunately denied. But the good news is that that is not the end of the road, and you absolutely can and should reapply in the future once you figure out what the issue is. Alright, so maybe one of those 4 points could apply to you, or maybe you feel that that's definitely not the reason why you were denied. So what else could it be, and what can we do to fix these things? Well, it's very possible that you may have just made a simple mistake when entering your information on SoFi's website. Most commonly, you may have just miskeyed your social security number, which means they are probably not able to verify your identity and therefore cannot give you an account. You may have also misspelled your name by accident, or maybe even put in your address incorrectly. And when they pulled your social security number and then matched that with your name and address, if those two things don't match up, then it's more than likely that the computer is automatically going to deny your application. So you could always go ahead and reapply and very carefully enter your information to make sure that it is all accurate and spot on. But what I would actually recommend is just giving SoFi a call and seeing if their customer service is able to help. As I've said in previous videos, SoFi's customer service is fantastic, and at least the few times that I have had to call them, they always answer the phone really quickly. I'm only on hold for a few minutes at most, and they always know exactly how to resolve the problem that I am having. But at the end of the day, SoFi is a business, and they want to have more customers. So I am pretty sure that they are happy to help you resolve the issue so that you can get approved and they can gain a new customer. Now, circling back to those 4 points that SoFi lists on their website as to why you may have been denied, the first ones are pretty clear and cookie cutter, meaning, for example, if you're not 18 years old, then you should wait until you're 18 and reapply. But as far as the credit score and credit freeze are concerned, those are things that you will definitely want to work on over time if you do feel that that is the reason why you were denied. And again, having good credit history and a high credit score is important in so many ways outside of just getting approved for a bank account. So make sure that you meet all of those standard requirements, ensure that you have decent credit history and a decent credit score, and then when you do go ahead and apply, or reapply for that matter, make sure that you are entering all of your information accurately and carefully so that the computer system doesn't just automatically decline your accounts. And if all else fails, then I would definitely give SoFi a call and see if they can help you. And while this might seem like a huge headache, I assure you it will be well worth it in the end, because this is by far my favorite bank account and financial tool. And again, I am not sponsored by SoFi, and I have tried so many bank accounts, and this is still the one that I personally use and recommend. Now again, if you weren't specifically denied from SoFi, then many of the points might still apply to other platforms like Chime, for example. But I would definitely recommend that you check out the website of the particular platform that you were denied from to see if they have any specific and helpful information as to why you weren't able to get approved. Or maybe you weren't even applying for a SoFi money account specifically, but a SoFi credit card, investing account, or maybe even a SoFi loan. So again, in that case, do some research online and see if there are specific points or specific helpful tips as to why you may have been denied from those account options as well. If you have any questions at all about this, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. And remember, if you have not yet applied for SoFi, or maybe if you're reapplying, then be sure to use that link down in the description below to get some free money when you sign up and help support my channel, which again really does help me out a lot. If you did get value out of this content and you want to help support me, the easiest way to do that is checking out some of my favorite financial tools down in the description below, and like I said, getting some free money, which we always love. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. And of course, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it so much. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.